Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On first down, Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Dobbins trying the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton and picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is Hines. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hines. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 35 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers. Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Here's Allen on first and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Now Allen again. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's second and a yard. Singletary going to get the handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Singletary is in. Touchdown Bills. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone. Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much heralded college career. He